charged. The parents are being charged, Hammer Nation. The parents are being charged with that 15-year-old dipstick who had that handgun. They're being charged right now. Okay? They're being charged. Hammer Nation, where are you at? Where you at, Hammer Nation? Just a second. Hammer Nation, the parents are being charged. The parents are being charged, Hammer Nation. Let me get my intro in here. Yeah, Hammer Nation, Hammer Nation. The parents are being charged, Hammer Nation, for bringing up the gun. The parents are being charged, folks. Let me get this up here. Let me get this up here. The parents are being charged for that 15-year-old snot's crime, y'all. Let me see. I'm going to share the screen now.
Were shown the drawing and were advised that they were required to get their son into counseling within 48 hours. Both James and Jennifer Crumbley failed to ask their son if he had his gun with him or where his gun was located, and failed to inspect his backpack for the presence of the gun, which he had with him.
Oxford Press Conference.
James and Jennifer Crumbley resisted the idea of them leaving the school at that time, of their son leaving the school at that time.
They're being charged, folks.
Instead, James and Jennifer Crumbley left the high school without their son. He was returned to the classroom. When the news of the active shooter at Oxford High School had been made public, Jennifer Crumbley texted to her son at 1:22.
You're being charged, folks.
Quote, "Ethan, don't do it." End quote.
They're being charged.
James Crumbley called 911, reporting that a gun was missing from his house, and he believed his son may be the shooter. Further investigation revealed that the 6-hour 9mm handgun purchased by James Crumbley was stored unlocked in a drawer.
They're being charged right now, folks.
The shooter at the school after the shooting was the same gun that was purchased by his father, James Crumbley, on November 26, 2021.
Further investigation revealed that the 6-hour 9mm handgun
they're being charged, folks.
Requested
was stored unlocked in a drawer in James' bedroom.
They're being charged. Come on in, Hammer Nation.
Same gun that was purchased by his father.
They're being charged with this.
26.
They are being charged with this, so listen up.
Based upon the foregoing, the Oakland County Prosecutor's Office requested and received authorized.
The parents are being charged, Hammer Nation.
Involuntary manslaughter as to James Crumbley and 4 counts of involuntary manslaughter as to Jennifer Crumbley.
They're being charged, folks. They're being charged with this. The parents are being charged, Hammer Nation.
It is really clear that these charges are intended to hold the individuals who contributed to this tragedy.
Parents are stupid.
And also
Parents are facing involuntary manslaughter, folks.
that gun owners have a responsibility. When they fail to uphold that responsibility, there are serious and criminal consequences. As we work together to honor the lives lost and all of those impacted by the evil acts this week, justice for the victims and their families is at the forefront of today's.
I just want y'all to see this press conference.
In this country, we need to say enough is enough. For our kids, our teachers, parents, for all of us in this community and the communities across this nation. Happy to take questions. 1 moment. Go ahead, Mr. Chika.
Any individual who had the opportunity to stop this tragedy should have done so.
I viewed portions of it and was briefed on the contents of the video.
Come on, Hammer Nation. They're being charged.
Any individual who had the opportunity to stop this tragedy should have done so. The question is, what did they know, and when did they know it? I've laid out the facts that were sworn to this afternoon and are the basis for the charges here. Did you have a question?
Yes, you said, we need to do better than these cases of tragedy, but it's extremely rare for parents to charge what you are trying to set a new standard, and evidence is overwhelming in this case.
I have tremendous compassion and empathy for parents who have children who are struggling and at risk for whatever reason. And I am by no means saying that an active shooter situation should always result in a criminal prosecution against parents. But the facts of this case are so egregious. Reading this document, looking at it, reading the words, "help me," with a gun, blood everywhere, this doesn't just impact me as a prosecutor and a lawyer, it impacts me as a mother. The notion that a parent could read those words and also know that their son had access to a deadly weapon that they gave him is unconscionable, and I think it's criminal. It is criminal.
You better get a good lawyer. Hammer Nation, they better get a good lawyer. I'm telling you now.
The facts probably indicate
Telling it now.
The result, but that would be a federal charge, and if that's
Dag.
to make the
Dag.
I'm confident that they will. Question?
Federal charges? Dag. Dag.
Well, again, I don't think that this is a unique or unusual.
Anybody got any comments? Leave it in my comment section.
Access to a deadly weapon when you indicate that you're buying a weapon and you sign that it's for yourself, yet clearly based on.
Leave a comment in my comment section, man.
Mom, that was his gun. And then we have the searching of ammunition. We have mom saying at least you didn't get caught. We have the next morning drawing essentially almost explicitly what he was about to do. I expect parents and everyone to have humanity and to step in and stop a potential tragedy.
Are they in custody already?
I'm not going to make a comment on that.
Do you know what detail on the meeting between the parent and the school and their position to having their son put on a class text today, hours later from the shooting, and there was no communication with the parents that he made have access to a handgun, to be in possession of a handgun after they've been publicly on social media.
I can confirm what I just stated, which is that they did not indicate to school officials or to their son and inquire about the whereabouts of the gun or the existence of the gun, to my knowledge.
But people would push to have him removed, and they were, can you give us more detail on that?
I'm not aware, I can't comment on it at this time. But the school, he was not removed from the school. He was returned back to class with his backpack, where we have reason to believe the gun was stored in the backpack. Did you have a question right here? Not that we have been advised, no.
Do you know
I have spoken to the parents and indicated the nature of the charges that might be coming. I have not spoken about the school, and
I can't speak to that. I don't know.
the other half is for the family, that's brief them on what you're investigating about.
The parents are going to be
I've
charged.
spoken to the parents and indicated
They're going to be charged with involuntary manslaughter,
charges
folks.
that might be
What do you think?
coming. I have not spoken about the school. And
They're going to be charged with involuntary manslaughter. I just came up here for a little bit. I'll be alive later.
these people are in incredibly deep, horrific pain and grief. Their reaction is as you expect. They will want anyone who had the opportunity to stop this from happening to have done it. I can't comment on that.
Well, Hammer Nation, I got my poll up in my community tab. Y'all,
Do you have any reason to
I'll finish and let them finish.
how the weapon on the class day?
Individual was
I've stated
dangerous
what was known to the individual, what the search indicated in ammunition, what the document, I stated every single sentence that was on that document. So I suppose you should draw your own conclusion. The conclusion I draw is that there was absolute reason to believe this individual was dangerous and disturbed, and I'll leave it at that.
Beyond that, fully cooperating with the investigation at this point.
I haven't conducted the investigation, so I can't say.
Prior to the shooting, did the district superintendent's office know about the issues that happened in the high school? Did it stay in the high school, or did someone in the high school actually go to the superintendent's office or the administration and say, this is what we have going on?
I don't have any information about that at this time.
And their victims too, I'm not trying to assess blame, but again, they let it back in class, and it's having severity. How did that happen?
I'm not going to give you a political answer, and I'm not going to cover for anybody, and I'm just going to say what I think, and that is, of course he shouldn't have gone back to that classroom. Of course he shouldn't have. And I don't have ill feelings or negative feelings about anyone, and but of course he should have. He should not have been allowed to go back to that class. And I believe that is a universal position. And I'm not going to chastise or attack, but yeah, I mean, it.
But you have the task of reviewing whether there's criminal negligence.
I do. And then the investigation is ongoing.
Were these involuntary and manslaughter charges the strongest possible charges you were considering against?
It's the
Yeah, they go.
strongest possible charge that we could prove, and that there's probable cause to charge.
So obviously it's going to go for a minor own a handgun. What are Michigan's laws regarding bringing a child to a firing range and practicing with that? State that they're involved in that, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Good question. Michigan's laws are woefully inadequate.
Man, come on, Hammer Nation.
We're
You
not
know, this is
required
ridiculous, Hammer
weapon in
Nation.
a safe manner. Children are allowed to attend with their parents so long as their parents is present. So the answer to that question is we don't have strong enough laws. There's evidence about state of mind prior to that day. I can't comment on it, and it is not related to
Well, I'll be back later on, Hammer Nation.
at this time.
I just wanted you to do my poll, and I'll be back later on, Hammer Nation. But this is ridiculous, Hammer Nation. Really
I don't believe
is.
so, but I can't say that.
Really is.
Prosecutor, how long was the plot? You described it as premeditated. How long had it been meditated?
that there was an active shooter on that day. Mr. Crumbley drove straight to his
Long enough. Long enough. Yeah.
At one point,
1 second. Go
you
ahead.
said that at one point the father became aware that the gun was missing. Is there any indication that he might have known the gun was missing before the shooting or during or before that?
Upon hearing that there was an active shooter on that day, Mr. Crumbley drove straight to his home to look for his gun. I think that's all I need to say about that.
Could the gun shop perhaps be liable if they could see that the weapon was being purchased for a 15-year-old?
I don't know if the gun shop should be liable.
Based on what we reviewed, the gun shop owner is not under investigation.
No, that's good. You know, that's the way that's going now.
Whether they
What do you
did or
think,
not,
Hammer Nation? I want your vote. I want y'all's vote, Hammer
I
Nation.
don't think we have at this
I'll be
point,
back later on this afternoon.
full statements that
I'll be back at 2 o'clock to talk about this mess. Like, share, and subscribe, Hammer Nation.
there are, there's a lot of anger. I know you may not be more responsible, but you're the first person in all these days to talk about it. What is your responsibility?
I'd be angry too. And I am. But that doesn't mean that there's a criminal culpability. But yes, I'd be angry. I would be angry. I am angry. I'm angry as a mother. I'm angry as the prosecutor. I'm angry as a person that lives in this county. I'm angry. There were a lot of things that could have been so simple to prevent. A perfectly executed response, and he was apprehended immediately, and we have great law enforcement and good training. But I said before, 4 kids were murdered.
Yeah, 4 kids are dead, man.
7 more injured.
You can't deny that.
So yes, I think we
4
should
kids are
all
dead.
be very angry, and we should take a very hard look at what is in place in terms of criminal responsibility, what gun owners are required to do. And again, I will say this every single hour on the hour, and I think that I have. I am not here to say that people shouldn't own guns. I know a lot of people who own guns, but they do so responsibly. And it's your responsibility, it's your duty to make sure that you don't
gun
give
is
access
secure,
to
man.
a deadly weapon to somebody that you have reason to believe is going to harm someone. And it is our position that on that morning, particularly that morning, but also the day before, but that morning, looking at that drawing, it's impossible not to conclude that there was a reason to believe he was going to hurt somebody.
Could you give an explanation as to why the resource officer was not included in that meeting that morning at school?
I don't have any information. Yes.
Thank you. Can you confirm the date that the suspect is searching for ammo and found?
It was the day before the shooting.
And can you confirm the name of the gun shop where he got it? Where he got the gun?
Acme.
And then one more question.
You said 2.
What classes are they on?
I'll be back later on, Hammer Nation. I just want y'all to see this.
I can't speak to that. I know that there were in-person classes.
I will be back later on to talk about this, Hammer Nation. So I'll see y'all later. Bye for now.